Hello, I am Rakesh and you are watching my channel चलो सीखते हैं. Today we will take all poetic devices in the poem Childhood. Poet Markus Natten, who is a Norwegian poet. So let us take first poetic device. First poetic device is rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme is traced by looking only last word of each line. So last word of this line is go and the second line is 11. Go 11 heaven geography be and day. So for the first word, let us take alphabet A. 11 is different in pronunciation with go, so it will take next letter B. 11 heaven, same pronunciation, it follow the same letter B. Geography heaven, different in pronunciation, so it will take next letter C. Geography B, same pronunciation, same letter B. Day, different pronunciation, takes different letter. So rhyme scheme, which is the first poetic device in this poem, rhyme scheme in the first stanza is A, B, B, C, C, D. Second poetic device is refrain. Refrain is repetition. Repetition of word, line, group of lines after some interval. So refrain is also repetition, but words or lines are repeated after some interval. For example, when did my childhood go? This is repeated after some interval in second stanza. It is also repeated in the third stanza. The first example is when did my childhood go? Also, was that the day? The last line of first stanza is also repeated in the second line and it is also repeated in the third stanza. In the second stanza, in the third stanza, it is also repeated. So this is also example of refrain. Third poetic device is alliteration. Alliteration is repetition. Repetition of first consonant sound. In the poem, example of alliteration is hell and heaven. Hell and heaven. Repetition of first consonant sound H and here H. Second example that the. Third example, my mind was really mine. My mind was really mine. Here, fourth example, whichever way. Fifth example, here my own and mine alone. My own and mine alone. Alone. Fourth poetic device is antithesis. Antithesis. Antithesis is contradicting ideas. Ideas are contradictory. Contradictory means opposite, ulta. For example, hell and heaven. Fifth poetic device is metaphor. Metaphor, where we do indirect comparison. Indirect comparison. Example of metaphor in this poem, stanza 4, infant's face. Here infant's face is compared with childhood. Sixth poetic device is personification. When we give human characteristic to non-human or thing, here in the fourth stanza, it went to some forgotten place. It went, childhood went to some forgotten place. Example, it went to some forgotten place. Here childhood is personified in this line. It went to some forgotten place. Seventh poetic device is inversion. Common order of sentences: subject plus verb. In this poetic device, the subject verb order reversed. Subject verb order उलट जाता है in this poetic device. For example, in common sentence, subject plus verb, and here example, to use whichever way I choose. Here the order of subject verb is reversed. This comes this side and this comes this side. This is the verb and this is the subject. Thanks.